really wanted to peg him. And he was like, if you quit vaping, you get pegging privileges. You have rights to my untouched asshole. He's actually in the room with me right now if you ever want to get his perspective.
Let's talk to him.
Here he is.
Hello?
How's being pegged been going?
We're working up to it. So far, just fingers, nothing crazy.
Hello?
Hello.
Is this the Gecko?
Yes. Hello. You
Oh my
texted me.
goodness,
Oh, go ahead. You said something. You said, my name is 22, and I want to talk about how I quit vaping to peg my boyfriend. How does that work?
Yes.
Why did you need to quit vaping to peg your boyfriend?
Okay, so I wanted to quit vaping, but it is one of the hardest addictions to like get past. It's one of like the top 5 according to doctors and stuff. But he knew that I really, really wanted to quit vaping, and he knew that I really wanted to peg him. And he was like, you know, if you quit vaping, not a single bit of nicotine for 3 months, you get pegging privileges. You have rights to my untouched asshole. No one's pegged him before, and literally nothing's been up there, so how could I say no?
Well, so this is your boyfriend has incentivized you, offering up his little asshole for
Yes.
you to
Very petite
quit,
asshole, I'm
quit
not gonna
vaping.
lie. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm thrilled to share this story because to all the people out there wanting to quit a substance, wanting to quit something, just find yourself a submissive ass boyfriend who will let you peg him if you quit it.
But just think about how great it would be to like take your hands and like open up his asshole and blow vape smoke into it.
Wait, that's such a good point, guys. That's crazy.
How has this been working so far? Have you quit vaping?
It has, yes, it has, because I had, so this rule was 3 months. If I quit for 3 months, then I have privileges. But then I quit I had my last vape hit in August of last year. So I've definitely had August of 2023. So I've had lots of time to do the deed, and I've done a teeny bit of the deed, but it actually, after 90 days of no nicotine, it gets like it's still like you want it in concept, but the withdrawals are far behind you.
And so has it been? It hasn't been 3 months yet, has it?
It has, yeah, and yeah.
So how was
I've reaped the benefits of my reward. So what they don't tell you about anal is that you really gotta like build up to that point. And so I've not used the strap on him yet. But it is so positively delightful. I cannot describe to you.
So what are we
not that
doing?
received,
Is it fingers? Is it fists? What's
Yeah,
going on
fingers.
now?
Yeah. Because it also is like, I don't have a good time sometimes, you know? It's about finding that like romantic or dominating time. And I didn't want to rush him into losing his anal virginity, you know? Like, I wanted to find a nice, calm time. And there's only been a few times for that, even though it's been so long since I've had the free access to his asshole. One time, I deep cleaned his apartment, and he told me, anytime you want, anytime, I will drop my drawers, and you can just put something in there. And I was like, you know what? He gave me one free coupon.
I think it sounds like this guy. It sounds like he always wanted you to peg him, but he needed like some little extra thing to kind of get there.
This is probably true, but it's funnier whenever it's as a reward, because we had been dating for like not a year, but almost a year whenever he threw it out there, because I'd always said I wanted to, but he was always scared. And it was more that after I quit my second hardest addiction, weed was a tough one to quit, but I really worked through that one. But he always wanted it, but it's so scary,
Mm-hmm. And
he's actually in the room with me right now if you ever want to get his perspective. But
oh yeah, sure.
Continue.
Let's talk to him.
Okay, here he is.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey.
So are you
Not much.
do you vape? Do you do anything? What's your vice? What are you gonna do?
No, I personally don't vape. I smoke weed twice a month. I don't really do much. I just play video games.
Mm-hmm. So you're not addicted to anything? There's not like a, hey, I'll quit playing video games and I can comb my fingers through your hair type of shit?
No, I'm not really addicted to anything. I don't know. I don't do much.
How's being pegged been going?
We're working up to it. So far, just fingers, nothing crazy.
That's cool. Are you excited about it? Is this a positive, wonderful development in your life?
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, the hardest part is just finding a time to do it. Because both she and I both live with people all the time, so just finding a time where no one's home to either catch us or overhear anything. That's probably the hardest part of all of it.
Yeah. I mean, how many roommates do you have?
So normally I have two other people I live with when I'm in college, but right now I live with my parents for the summer. So yeah, two or three other people usually.
You live with your parents? But so you live with your parents during the summer?
Yeah.
See, it must be nice when you leave, because then they can peg each other, because that's what they're waiting for.
Possibly. They're very conservative, so I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, here's the thing. The conservative stuff on the surface, but in the sheets, we're getting a little liberal.
Oh God.
Well, here, you can hand the phone back to
Gotcha.
your girlfriend.
All right, here you go.
Hello.
Well, this was nice. This really made me believe in love again.
Yeah, I think we are a perfect match.
Is there anything else you want to say to the people of the computer before we go?
There's one thing, actually.
Go ahead.
Something that bothers me is people often abuse the term gaslight. They think it means manipulate, but it's actually based off of a
It actually
certain
means
play.
when you fart in someone's face.
And you light it on fire. I don't know, just the actual word comes from when this guy turns down this oil lamp, this gas lamp, slowly, and his girlfriend, he convinces his girlfriend she's going blind. And so it's actually about convincing the victim that they're actually insane, not just, oh, he's a manipulator. He's a manipulator who makes you think you're insane. I don't know. I just always wanted to share that on the show.
I didn't know that there was a parable about a lamp. That's like ancient folklore shit. I thought it was just like a word.
If you Google it, it's actually just based off of some popular play. I'm not sure. It's some kind of, not a musical, but a play. I don't remember the name, but to the people out here listening, definitely research it, because so many people misuse it, and the nerd in me is like, ooh, if only they knew. If only they knew. So this
well,
is my
that's
time
interesting, because I feel like I've only started hearing that word in the past couple years, and
exactly.
I guess a gas lamp. They were using that in the 1700s or whatever the fuck. So it took a while for it to catch on.
Definitely, yeah. But it was so lovely to share the story. I hope all the partners out there can use this as an interesting reward.
Of course. Take care and enjoy your smoke-free and butthole-filled life.
I shall. Jack. Thank you so much.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Wait, let me say bye too. Bye. Oh, in the background he said, "Wait, let me say bye too," but it's okay. We said goodbye in spirit.
Call from.
My name is Kabu.
Hello?
Hello, is this the gig?
Yes. What'd you say your name was?
My name is Kabu.
Kabu?
Yes.
What's up, Kabu?
Hello, Gek. Hope you're doing well.
How can I get you today? What do you want to talk about?
I have a boyfriend in a different country, and I'm not sure what I should do about the whole being in the same country thing. If this is a good idea or not.
Where are you?
I'm in America, and he's in Japan.
He's in Japan. Okay. Is he Japanese or is he just living there?
Yeah, he's Japanese. We have met in person already, but we met over the internet, and I'm getting maybe a little anxious about the whole moving to another country thing, or if I should have him move here.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
How old's he?
He is 29.
29. What do you do for work?
I make pizzas.
I get. All right, so you can't really do that remotely.
Yeah, and I kind of dropped out of college, so I don't really have a degree. And I know people from America and other countries that have moved over there and have a lot to say about work and good and bad things, and I'm not sure if I should do that. Like, I really... Go ahead.
Okay, how long have you been talking to this guy for?
Okay, so we've been dating for about a year, and I met him in March when I went to Japan for a week.
Okay, so you met him once. You really met him in person that one time.
We spent a week together,
right?
But we talk like every day over the internet.
Right. Where in America do you live?
I live in Maryland.
You live in Maryland. Oh, nice. That's where I'm from. What's your life like in Maryland?
I don't really like I'm from Baltimore. I don't really like Baltimore. I don't really like living here. I've lived here all of my life, but when I went over there, everything like all the buses are on time, everything was cheaper. A lot of my online friends are Japanese, so I got to meet them. Like, there's a whole bunch of people. I don't have a lot of friends over here.
Okay. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let's say you pack up all your stuff. You get an apartment in Japan. You do all the papers, get the visa, get a job, say goodbye to your friends, sell your furniture, do your thing, go all the way to Japan. You move in. You get a text from your boyfriend that says, hey, I actually think that we shouldn't see each other anymore. After, of course, mourning the relationship, would you still be happy that you moved to Japan?
I would be happy that I moved to Japan because I've been studying this language for 4 years, like over the internet, and I have a lot of friends over there that I got to meet when I was visiting. And I also kind of sometimes DJ, so I got to DJ over there. I think there will still be many opportunities for me to do cool stuff if I'm over there, even if it doesn't work out.
That's great. That's fantastic. Yeah, because I think if it was like, if you were moving there like 100 or 90 or even 80%, just because of this guy, that's kind of a recipe for disaster. But if you have a well-rounded if you have a well-rounded bunch of reasons that would take you over there, I think that that's pretty good.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's not my first time meeting people off the internet that I talk to at least more than a year or something to hang out with. So I'm well versed in kind of meeting people and then not really hanging out again sometimes after it. But there are people I also still talk to that I've known for 8 years over the internet.
Why? Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh, how hard is it to get the visa to go to stay there for an extended period of time?
Well, it's not hard because if you're an American, you don't really even need to apply for a visa to get there, like, for 90 days. I think it depends on what you end up doing over there, because you can't need, like...
Well, I mean, how about this, man? Like, instead of, I mean, you went and you hung out there for a week before fucking moving there and like doing a whole thing. Why don't you just go there for 90 days and see how you like it?
But I would have to find a job that will sustain me, and that's probably the most difficult thing of this, is that I don't really have a college degree, so I can't really do any English teaching jobs, you know?
Mm.
Even if I can speak Japanese, like, you need your degree to be able to begin to talk to those people.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm out of that, then that limits the rest of what I'm able to do too.
Do you have any college credit?
I do not.
Hmm.
I got really depressed and I dropped out. So
how much have you researched this whole thing of getting a job remotely or getting a job in Japan? Or, I mean, look, the best thing you could do would probably be to get some remote job in America and then take it to Japan, because I think the yen is very weak right now.
Yeah, the yen is still very weak.
The yen is very weak. So, I mean, if you can get a job where you're making American dollars, you're hooked up.
Yes, but then, like, even kind of having a job like that and reporting your taxes apparently is hard.
Oh, yeah. Super hard. Taxes are very annoying. I mean, have you looked into that? Have you looked into, remote jobs that pay American dollars?
I have, and the easiest thing that negates all of that, because the work visa requires you. So there's a work visa that you can have for that type of work, and then there's like a more redundant work visa, but then you have to basically work in a sweatshop or wherever they put you. And I haven't heard good stories about that. Like people working taxis or working for like different agricultural places, and they aren't.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you have savings at all?
I'm working on that.
Okay. Maybe I mean maybe there's something where you kind of, instead of moving to Japan immediately, you take a year or two to kind of build up some savings living in Maryland. And then when you've got some, ground to stand on, you look at what the opportunities are like in Japan. And in that year or two, you can probably do some kind of online community college thing.
I think maybe either getting community college in and actually finishing this time would work, but like even then, I think the easiest option there would be was to like visit a few times, and then if I like someone enough, maybe marry them, because like the marriage visa is the easiest one to get.
Well,
because on the 90-day one, you can't get a job to make money. So where am I going to stay? You know.
I mean, I guess you could. Yeah, you could marry him. Why not? I don't know. I'm just spitballing. I'm just trying to figure out how you can do this.
I mean, I met him. I like him. It worked. But I got to meet him a few more times and come over there, to see if there's...
Be careful, though. What's he do? What's his deal?
So he works a factory job. He's a nice guy.
So I assume because he works a factory job that he doesn't have a lot of time off to go visit you in Baltimore.
Yes.
Okay.
Japan's work kind of like, what is it? Work culture is different from America's, in which
Right.
even on your day off, you're expected to, which he was today, go and do overtime, and then afterwards, you're expected to drink with your boss at a
Right.
bar somewhere. Like, that's just kind of, and if you don't go, then people look down on you.
Right. I mean, I think the long-term goal of moving to Japan, I mean, I think it's cool. Especially if you're not doing it just to be with this guy and, you know, because your friends over there.
I wouldn't
DJ.
think about moving another country if it was just for this guy, you know. Like, I have more than 50 friends over there and people that I know of from DJing and music. And
look, dude, I think it's a cool goal. I think it's a cool goal. I think if, like, financially you can't hack it right now, you could probably make a plan to be able to hack it in a couple years, you know, go to, I mean, I'm sure there's like 2-year programs or, you know, even just spending 2 years working at the pizza place and saving up to kind of get over there. I mean, I think it's a cool goal.
Thank you, Gek.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, all right. Where online did you meet this guy?
So, like, I play this game called, have you heard of VR Chat?
You met this guy on VR Chat?
Yeah, like, so COVID happened and I lost my job, right, 4 years ago. And, like, I was inside a lot, and I was already kind of, like, playing games, because I like playing, like, MMOs and stuff. But I got really depressed, and then one of my friends was like, hey, let's try VR Chat and see how it is. And eventually that friend stopped playing, but, like, I met some Japanese girl, like, on the game 4 years ago. And she said something to me that, like, changed my life, I guess. I couldn't speak any Japanese, but she used Google Translate to try to talk to me, like through the game, like to try to talk at me, because she was interested in American culture, and she was interested in, like, knowing about, like, what my life is like and stuff. And then she said to me, as best as she could, I want to study English so that I can learn more about you and about who you are. And that was the first time someone said that to me ever, like, that they want to know about me and they want to be my friend, you know.
You felt very, you know, like someone cared.
Yeah, I felt like I was seen, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because I struggle with depression, like chronic depression, and there are moments where it gets really dark if I'm very stressed. So it kind of helped me out of, like, this kind of slump that I was getting through, because I was like, well, life can't be so boring and you know, dark if I can do this thing that other people can't do. You know, your typical person is not, in America, isn't a Japanese speaker. It's something new. And so almost every other day for, like, the next 4 years, I would, like, go on and play that game and, like, join my friends and listen to them talk in Japanese while drinking, because my ability to focus is so bad that, like, I can't pay attention to, like, text, like, books. Like, I bought some books off of Amazon. I couldn't focus on studying the hiragana and the katakana and stuff. So I would get on early in the morning on a day off and, like, get some alcohol and drink with Japanese people and get drunk with Japanese people overseas on the internet.
How early are we talking?
I'm talking, like, 9, 8 in the morning.
You're getting drunk on VR Chat at 8 in the morning with Japanese people.
Yes. And I did that for 4 years.
Yeah.
And then I started knowing how to speak their language just by listening to them talk.
That sounds pretty fun. How much Japanese do you know? Are you fluent?
I knew enough to get myself around in Tokyo, but reading is really hard because I did like all of my study is speaking, so reading kanji and stuff is pretty hard. But I can read some hiragana.
You said you have 50 friends. Like so you're feeling like if you go over there, you're gonna know a lot of people already.
I went over there to visit, and it became an issue because there were so many things I had to do with people.
That's wonderful. How long ago did you start doing this stuff on VR chat?
4 years, and I started DJing like on and off VR chat. I've DJed in like at 2 different events offline 3 years ago, but my Japanese study is 4 years.
That's cool. No, I love this idea. I think it's great. It sounds like you have a great life waiting for you in Japan. You just got to figure out how to get there. And potentially be patient about it.
I'll try my best to be patient and work forward. Sometimes it gets like my brain is mean, and I end up backtracking and just ruining things. But
what do you mean?
Like when have you ever like sabotaged yourself like subconsciously?
Yes.
Because you feel like
Definitely.
You shouldn't be happy, maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'll do a little share. I kind of go like in and out of going to therapy. And I got back in, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna really commit to like doing this every single week. And I went to therapy like a week ago, and I kind of came out of it being like, okay, for at least a week, I'm gonna challenge myself to like allow myself to be happy. Like, my therapist said I need to like take a risk. And so I was like, okay, that's the risk I'm going to take, is allowing myself to be happy. Because when you allow yourself to be happy, you kind of risk the idea that your happiness will be taken away from you. Whether it's through something external or just the how you know your own brain works. And so that's what I'm trying to do is kind of allow myself to be happy. And it's easy to kind of you can sabotage yourself and not allow yourself to be happy to kind of protect yourself from failure or rejection or something else bad. But that's just a shit way to live, you know?
It's so hard, like, when you actually do that, because then, like, it leads to you being vulnerable, doesn't it? Like, I feel like that. Like, I'm vulnerable if I don't at least put my guard up, and putting my guard up makes you feel kind of miserable. But, like, the being exposed like that kind of is scary, Gek. It's scary.
Yeah. It is scary. It is scary. And the funny thing is, it's like the ultimate fucking thing is like, you know, your happiness will inevitably be taken away from you no matter what, because you will die. But that's fucking a stupid way to live, I think. Just always thinking about, you know, this is going to end. So why let's never enjoy anything ever, you know?
Oh.
They have great 7-Elevens over there, too. They have,
Dude, like, I bought alcohol out of the 7-Eleven when I was over there, and it was so cool to do, but it makes me wonder, like, how do you keep people from being alcoholics if you're just going to have, like, alcohol in the 7-Eleven?
The answer is they don't.
They don't, but, like, yes, they don't, because there are people that are drunk on the streets. Like, I've seen it. Like, people just passed out, kind of like from drinking too much alcohol.
By the way, just before we go, I do need to ask you this. So when you're getting drunk at fucking 8 o'clock in the morning, or do you not pass out afterwards? Like, do you not sleep at 1 p.m.?
No, because I can drink for maybe like 8 hours or something like that.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
I'm a strong drinker. It's one thing that's gotten me a reputation with my friends over there is that I can outdrink them if I really tried.
What's your name again?
My name is Kabu.
Kabu. Kabu or Kabu?
It's Kabu. It's like I'm using my internet name.
Oh, okay. Is that a Japanese name?
So it means turnip. Turnip in English. It's like a vegetable. If you don't eat
turnip.
those.
I'm gonna call you Turnip because I'm in America.
Well, they both mean the same thing, Gecko.
They both mean the same thing, exactly. Turnip, thanks for calling. Good luck. This is a cool life. You know, I'm also born and raised in Baltimore, and
that's cool.
Tokyo is definitely not Baltimore. So I think
it is not.
A change of pace could be good, and I wish you good luck on getting there. Is there anything else you want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
Thank you all for the advice in the chat. And, like, if you love someone and they're, like, in another country and it doesn't seem, like, entirely crazy, like you have other things you can go to the other country for, actually consider it. Like, don't let your relatives and other people kind of be like, that's horse shit. Like, actually kind of, like, feel it out, maybe for, like, a few years and then do something new.
Take care, Turnip.
Okay, bye, Gig.
Attention listeners of the Therapy Gecko podcast. Did you know that I do a live version of this podcast on stage, in person, in front of real people, and that I'm doing this live show in several cities across the United States this year, and that tickets are available right now at therapygeckotour.com or at the link in the episode description? It is all true. I'm currently on my third tour doing Therapy Gecko live all around the country, and it is the most fun, sick, amazing thing ever, and you should come out and be a part of it. The shows involve a mix of material and presentations from myself, combined with a group Gecko therapy session where members of the audience come on stage to share things from their lives in front of a big group of people, just like we do here on the podcast. Whether you're a fan of the podcast or you have no idea what this is and you clicked on it by accident, you're going to have a great time at the live show. Once again, tickets are available right now at therapygeckotour.com or at the link in the episode description. These are really fun shows. They're always wild. They're always unpredictable, and I hope to see you guys there.
Hello?
Hi there. What's your name?
I'm Gabe.
Gabe, what's going on?
Who is this?
This is Barack Obama.
Your voice sounds a lot different than it does on the stream.
Well, your voice sounds like a guy's voice. What's up, Gabe?
Nothing much. I'm just chilling. How about you?
What do you want to talk about today?
I guess you saw my text. I'm quite bad at talking to people. I was wondering if you had any advice as someone who talks to, I assume, many people, like...
Sure. Yeah, sure. I mean, you're bad at talking. I mean, let me see what you texted here. You said, I have absolutely zero ability to continue conversations. Now, is this with, like when you're, like, dating, or just when you're, like, making small talk, or, like, with friends, or just, like, kind of, like, this is a general thing?
I guess it's like a general kind of thing. I'm not too concerned like talking to people at work, but like specifically with trying to like develop friendships, relationships, and I don't know. You know, it's hard talking to people, making friends, like specifically.
Do you
I have
do you
a
have
very
any,
hard time with that.
do you have any friends already?
Yeah, I have a few really good friends that I am getting good at talking to, you know, but like trying to branch out is like the hard thing.
Sure. I mean, I think like making friends is one thing, but like how to start and continue a conversation. I've always felt like the answer to that question was just comes out of like a natural curiosity. You know, I mean, if you like are curious about people and like give a shit, then you just kind of follow where that curiosity takes you and you ask questions, right?
Yeah,
So,
I think
like, yeah, go ahead.
so. I was like thinking a while ago, like I feel like my thing that like I have trouble with is that like when it comes to like continuing conversations, I know like making small talk and everything. I don't know why, but like my brain chemistry just doesn't like think of those things to ask about. Like, oh, how's work going? How is this thing in your life going? like I don't know. I feel like my brain specifically, I like to talk about things like games I'm playing or shows I'm watching. And I just have a hard time thinking about things that they're doing or things, you know, if that makes sense.
That does make sense. I think there's something to be said about like trying to enter other people's contexts, you know?
Yeah.
And kind of what they might be thinking or what might be important or interesting to them, and kind of tapping into that. And I understand that it seems like you have kind of your topics of conversation that you're comfortable in, like the video games you're playing and your own life, and maybe it makes you uncomfortable to veer out of those topics. But I would say next time you're in a conversation, to maybe challenge yourself to get out of that comfort zone a little bit and take the risk of like, you know, instead of talking about Stardew Valley, ask the person that you're talking to questions about their own life. This stuff feels very simple. It really does.
Yeah.
Like all you have to do is just show interest in the other person. And funnily enough, at least for me, that's way easier than like coming up with shit to say and talking about yourself, right? To literally just sit there and listen and not say anything. I mean, it's the easiest thing, you know? I mean, you could just keep asking people, because people love to talk about themselves, and like similarly to how you feel comfortable talking about the video games that you play and your life and what's going on with you, other people also feel very comfortable talking about those things too. So you kind of just goad them into talking within their comfort zone by asking them questions about shit, and then you know, you go from there.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I think I'm wrapping my head around it. It's I don't know, my brain chemistry just has a hard time like figuring people out. Like, yeah, it's something I definitely need to work on, and I think I will definitely like listen to the VOD and like just try to absorb everything you're saying, you know?
I mean, are you, how old are you?
I'm 22.
You're 22. What do you do? Are you in school? Do you work?
I'm not in school anymore. I'm probably not going to go back. I'm working right now. I'm a merchandiser, so I go into a bunch of stores and stock their product. And it's not a bad gig for me. I work by myself all day, pretty much, most of the time, so I don't have to worry about these things at work most of the time.
Do you like, are you curious about other people? It's kind of okay if you're not too.
I want to say that I am. There's definitely people that like I'll be at like my friends like parties and stuff, and I'll see people there that I kind of want to talk to, but it's hard to break that barrier without my friends. That is too. Like there's sometimes people at work too that I want to talk to.
Yeah.
And it's just when I break away by myself, it's a lot harder to do that on my own.
I think there's a little trick here, which is that like you're kind of are you afraid of like rejection? Are you afraid that you'll try to start talking to someone and they just won't want to talk to you?
I think I've always had a very a big fear of rejection, so that could be a root of it.
Yeah. I think and it's difficult, and I'm still trying to kind of get here because like being secure with yourself is a forever game, and it's hard. But to me, the secure way to go about this is to make it a very internal game where you're like, look, I'm going into this social interaction in good faith with the intention of trying to get to know people, of socializing, and I want to talk to this person because I find them interesting. I'm going into this in good faith. And if my good faith is rebuffed, that is in no way, shape, or form a reflection upon me, because I'm going into it with good faith. It might be a reflection upon them, but that doesn't matter. That's their story. That's not yours. And so it's a single player game, and you win if you overcome your fear and do the thing and understand that you're coming in on good faith.
Mm-hmm.
You don't win if the other person thinks you're cool and awesome, because that's out of your control. That's not anything. So the game is won when you overcome your own fear and approach these situations in a secure, confident way, which is so hard to do. I'm talking about it like it's easy, but that's what I think the parameters of the game of kind of interacting with society and people is it's an internal game, weirdly enough. It's kind of like an internal single player game, weirdly enough, even though you're interacting with other people, because it's about you, and it's about if you're doing your best effort to overcome your fears, not if other people like you or accept you, because that's just out of your fucking hands. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, talking to people is crazy. Because some people are just, I don't know. So there's another thing I think about, which is I don't know where I heard it, but I heard something about like the 60-40 rule, which is like, I don't know which is 60 and which is 40, and the numbers are iffy, but basically like some percentage of how people respond to you is based on them and how they're feeling in the moment and who they are. And then, of course, an undeniable significant percentage is based on you and how you're approaching the interaction. And that percentage is the percentage that we tend to obsess over, but we kind of never think about the other 40%, which is, okay, they might be feeling a certain way that's influencing how they're going about this interaction. I mean, other people's responses to you is crafted from years and years and years of their life experiences and brain chemistry and ancestry and all this shit that is just out of your zone of anything. And you can pretty easily discount all that and go, no, they don't like me because I said something stupid, you know.
Yeah, I think that's a problem I have too. I'm just like I'll talk to people and they, I guess, like, for a specific example, I guess, like, if we go into the dating realm,
Sure.
I went on a date once and I thought things were going good. I thought we had a good conversation. We were hitting it off pretty well texting, like, prior to the date, but after the date, she just kind of ghosted me.
Yeah.
And I was super confused, and it was just all I could think about, like, for so long. Just like, what did I say? What did I do wrong? And yeah, it really messes with me when. Yeah,
dude. I mean, the dating realm is it's insane. No, I mean, it's devastating, man. You go out with someone and you feel like you have a connection and, you know, this and that and the other thing, and then it just doesn't work out. It's hard. It's really hard. But you really, really, really have to learn to not let it affect your sense of who you are, because it'll just fuck you up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's devastating. You wish it worked out, but you can't let the fact that it didn't work out make you think that you're, you know, a piece of shit. Because again, all that really matters at the end of the day, I think, is that you, like, try to your best to go about the universe in some amount of good faith, even if you fuck up here and there. You know, that's all that really matters.
Yep, just, I guess, doing my best to not fuck up is the goal.
Yeah. And, like, whatever. I mean, it could just be that, like, you know, there was no attraction. And how do you fix that? I don't know. I mean, for every, you know, 10, 20, 30, 40, whatever people who don't find you attractive, there's at least one who does. And it's a little bit of like a game. It's a little bit of like just a numbers game of putting yourself out there over and over and over and over again. Which again is kind of can be brutal. Kind of can be brutal. But you got to do it, and you got to learn to do it in a secure way, which is hard. It's, you know,
if we're talking about, like, if we're talking about, like, dating, I've kind of, like, I'm kind of ignoring that side right now, just because I get into habits where I, like, get too into like this headspace where I'm like, I need to get this to happen. I need to be on the dating apps every day. That's I'm telling you from personal life experience throughout several you know, epochs. I've had several epochs of my life, you know, where I've been you know, kind of obsessed with that realm, and that's just when you know you're fucked. Because you're, like, kind of taking time away from developing your own life into this realm of, like, I need to find another person to make me feel okay. And when your brain is there, you've taken a wrong turn, you know? Yeah, it's like...
But it's hard. It's really
to look at
it's really hard, dude. Yeah, I get you. It's really hard. What were you gonna say?
It's like really easy to, like, look at that and think, like, oh, look, those people are happy all the time.
Yeah.
It always seems nice, and then I try to do it, and it's like, it makes me feel worse than I did before.
Yeah. What have you been able, like, does anything make you happy?
Yeah, I I'd say I'm very comfortable with myself. Like I ideally I want to like to a place where I can feel comfortable talking to people, you know. But like as long I'm by myself, I feel like I'm pretty chill by myself. I'm playing video games. Work is fine, and I run, so I got a really good thing going with myself. I'm not just sitting in my house playing video games all day. I'm like running and staying kind of in shape, you know. So it's good mentally.
That's great. Yeah, I don't know. I think I think I've probably talked about this on the podcast before, but I've been thinking so much about how much of like happiness or whatever is internal versus external, and I think it's a little bit of both. And it's like, yeah, you know, of course, this external part of my life of my relationships, maybe it would be better if I wasn't alone, but you can't sacrifice your internal calmness in a desperate attempt to get there. You know, you got to get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so.
So I don't know. Delete Tinder. Go outside. Eat a slice of pizza. Live your life.
I do enjoy. I like the sound of that. I will say.
What's your name again?
I'm Gabe.
Gabe. Well, Gabe, is there anything else you wanted to talk about before we go?
Nope. But have a great rest of your day.
You too. Take care, man.
All right. Later.
Gabe. What a name. Gabe. Who is Gabe? What is Gabe? Why is Gabe? How is Gabe? How is Gabe? Gabe's doing okay.
Hello?
Hi there. What's your name, sir?
Rusty.
Rusty. I like that name.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Rusty?
From Missouri, then Oklahoma, and now I'm in Texas.
It's quite a journey.
Yep.
How old are you?
It is. I'm 22.
And what inspired you to call a gecko on the phone?
Dude, I've been listening to your show for a while now. I love it, dog.
Thank you.
I listen to it all the time. I try and save it for drives. But yeah, dude, I've just been wanting to talk to you for a little bit.
Thank you, man. Well,
yeah.
Was there anything in particular that you wanted to talk about?
Oh shit, there's been so much. But most recently, I guess, I moved in with my girlfriend's family 2 months, or no, it was before 2 months, before we were into dating or whatever. Yeah, after 2 months of knowing each other, they asked me to move in with them, and I was like, fuck it, why not? And so now I'm in Texas for the summer.
Where were you living? Where were you living before? You were living in Oakland?
I was living in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
I go to school in Oklahoma, and I was living in like the campus apartments. And school was ending, and like we started dating in February, and she was like, "Why don't you come like move in with us?" Yeah, and the way that happened was I took her up to Missouri to meet my family, which wasn't a great experience, but at the same time it was. She only cried once. So
why was she only cried once? Why was it a bad experience?
Dude, my family is they're intense. There's 6 of us. I have 3 siblings, and it's nonstop like chittering. Everybody like fighting and shit, and it's like it'll wear you down. Everybody's always arguing.
What's the vibe like at her place?
Oh, it's amazing. I love her. I love her family. It's awesome. It's quiet. She's got an older brother, but he's moved out, and then she's got a younger brother. He's autistic, but he's an awesome dude. I hang out with him a lot.
Now, why? No, what was I going to ask you? I was going to ask you why anything. I was going to ask you. So, you guys have known each other for 2 months, and how did you meet her again?
We met on Hinge.
Cool.
The dating app meant to be deleted.
Cool. And after it's, I mean, that's just interesting to me that after 2 months, her family is totally cool with you just crashing there.
Oh, yeah, I know. I mean, now it's like 4 months at this point, but, yeah, this happened in February, March, April, like May, I think. Yeah, this happened in May.
So you just graduated. You just graduated from college. What was your plan going to be if you didn't end up living with her? Were you just going to go back home?
I hadn't graduated yet. I have like free summer housing, so I just left all my shit up there. I was going to be alone up there because I didn't want to go back home.
Okay. So you have a place to stay. You're just staying with her.
I do.
Over the summer.
Yeah, I just chose to. Yeah.
Okay, so you're just staying with her over the summer. It's not like hey, I need somewhere to live. Can I live with you?
No, it's not
All
like
right.
that. But
okay.
I mean, I haven't done anything, not risky, but I don't know. I just jumped into it, you know. I haven't really done anything like that before.
And why do you feel like you jumped into it?
Shit, that's some heavy stuff.
I didn't realize that was a difficult question.
No, you're good. I don't know. I really like her. I love her.
It's nice. That's nice.
And I knew I loved her when she asked me. But yeah, I've been. This last year's been hell, and I've been struggling. And then, you know, she came in, and it was like everything was happy-ish. You know,
you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but why do you feel like you were struggling?
Oh, dog. So, I was dating this one girl we were together for like 6 years, right? And she cheated on me in October. And you know, that just kind of broke me, and
Sure.
I let it break me. You know, instead of going to the gym, I just like sat in my room and like rotted.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm also a student athlete, and so like that was also tanking my mental health. And my grades were slipping, and it's just kind of like a downward spiral, like really fast. I don't think anybody really knew how bad it was, except maybe the therapist. But yeah, I'm better now.
Nice, man. What are you studying in school?
Biomedical science.
And you're gonna go be a doctor guy?
Dude, I don't fucking know. I feel like the longer I'm in school, the dumber I get.
Interesting.
Like I feel like I peaked in like middle school, and I've just been getting stupider ever since. But I don't even know.
I mean, that's how I would feel if I was studying anything with the name biomedical in it.
I guess. But I failed genetics twice, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to be like a genetic researcher.
Mm-hmm. You wanted to play God.
I failed. Exactly. But I failed it twice. Not because it's hard, but because I gave up this past year. And I'm sick of school.
So what's the plan? When do you graduate?
I have like 20 hours left, so 2 semesters. I don't know, spring 2025.
Okay.
Do
you know what you want to do when you graduate?
No. Nope. I maybe masters. and like wildlife stuff. I like the outdoors.
That's
but,
cool.
I don't know, dog.
You should get your master's in hawks.
Is this like a Hawk Tua joke? Are you setting that up or something?
No.
Why hawks?
You know why hawk? I just picked it because it was a fun word to say at the time.
Oh.
Hawk.
That's
cool. I mean, you can. That's cool. You're gonna get a degree in the animals.
Kinda, but
Okay.
Yeah, I saw a video of a hawk killing a goose the other day.
Are you on
Fucking
that?
KE.
Are you on that subreddit? It's something like Nature is Metal. You know what I'm talking about?
I used to be in. I got permabanned from Reddit. I don't even know why.
Why'd you? All right, you know why. Why'd you get permabanned from Reddit?
I don't know.
Must have an idea.
I can't stand dumbasses. Everybody on Reddit's a dumbass. I'm sorry.
Hold on. I got permabanned from Reddit because I can't stand dumbasses. Sounds like you know why you got banned.
Well, there was a lot. I don't know who reported me.
Who did you tell to kill themselves?
Okay, nothing like that. I wouldn't do that. I don't know. It's just like a hive mind of I don't know, neckbeard degeneracy.
I'll say this. I really mean it. I kind of disagree. I think of like all the social media platforms, like where people are chatting about shit, between like Twitter and TikTok and Instagram and Reddit. I like Reddit the most. I really do, because I feel like Reddit is the only one that's like mostly adults. You know what I mean? Because Reddit's
such a Redditor thing to say.
Oh!
No, I hear you though.
No, you got me. You got me. You fucked my shit.
I heard you saying that, and I was like, this is some shit I'd read in the comment section on like a post about like I don't know. But no, Reddit is was the only social media I had, and then I got banned from it, and like I don't have anything now.
Now you're free. You don't have anything.
I'm free. No, I don't have TikTok. I used to, and then like it takes a lot of time, and so I just deleted it. And the comments on some videos are just stupid, so I deleted that. I don't have Instagram. It's a lot of work.
What do you do? What do you do with your time? What do you do when you are sitting around doing nothing?
Well, during the school year, I'm like going to practice. I'm playing some video games. I'm working out, doing school stuff. And like now in the summer, I'm playing video games, working out, and I kind of just sit on my ass all day until it's time to go to work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so you're playing video games?
Oh yeah.
I debated so when I started getting back into video games like a year or two ago, I was debating if it was like a waste of time. And I noticed that I waste a lot of my time unconsciously because I'm just sitting and scrolling and rechecking and this and that, the other thing. And it's like, if I'm gonna quote waste time, I at least I want to do it consciously. Like if I'm gonna spend 30 hours doing something, I'd rather be taking in a good story, piece of art, whatever it is, instead of like just looking at random crap on TikTok and Instagram and looking at the some person I met at a bar once, their trip to Greece type of shit.
Huh. I see that.
Like video games are more conscious choice. I don't feel like my you can't really like accidentally put as much game hours into video games as you can into your stupid phone.
I don't know, man. Some games you can get addicted to.
What are you playing?
Right now I'm on like a rotation. Rainbow, and Diablo 4. the other rotation is Overwatch and like Minecraft. Oh no, Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley. Oh, you're a cozy gamer.
Oh yeah,
you're a cozy little gamer guy.
I'll play a little bit of everything, but like I like Subnautica a lot. And Stardew Valley is not cozy. That thing is it's stressful game.
You're breaking up, so I can't hear what thing you're saying.
That game stresses me out. Stardew.
What's your name again?
Rusty Shackelford.
Rusty, you do not have to give me your full name. We're gonna cut that out. I don't want people looking at you up on Facebook.
No, it's from King of the Hill.
Oh, that's from King of the Hill?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've never watched King of the Hill.
Missing out.
Well, Rusty, you seem like a sweet guy. I hope that everything works out okay with your this. It doesn't sound like you moved in. It sounds like it's an extended stay.
No, dude. I thought it would be like temporary, so I only have like 7 shirts. And like I like to do laundry every 4 days or something. So
is it bad? Is it bad that when you said 7 shirts, I was like, what do you mean you only have 7 shirts?
Well, I thought I was gonna be here for like a week-ish.
I feel like seven shirts is a lot of shirts. That's 1 shirt every day for the week.
I know. Well,
no, but you were saying it like it wasn't a lot of shirts. I think 7 shirts. I'm just saying you might have more shirts. Like if you were to combine all the people in the universe, like 8 billion people, and like average out however many shirts everyone. I think you have like significantly more shirts than the average person.
That's a slippery slope because the average number of fingers on everybody's hands in the world is less than 10.
Get the fuck out of here, Rusty. Is there anything else you want to say to the people of the computer? But yeah. Oh, you have 2 things. Tell me your 2 things.
2 things. One, I'm the guy that comments about his poops on your Spotify thing.
Oh, you're that guy. No, I have no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about at all.
Oh, that's cool. Well, dude, you pinned like 3 of them.
I've never pinned anything from that.
Who keeps pinning my comments then? Because I'll be
maybe
like,
it's
great show.
Maybe it's the Spotify editorial team. They thought your poop comments were worthy of publishing. What's the second thing?
I've always thought about this moment, about when you would ask me this.
Okay.
And I had so many great witty things, but now I feel like a dumbass.
No, that's lame. That's lame. That's lame. What do you feel? What are you feeling? What's up? Be honest.
Smoke ass and eat grass.
Thank you, Rusty. Have a good one.
You too, dog. Bye.
No, don't think of a cool thing to say. Just say whatever's in your brain, man. Hello, folks. It's Lyle here. That's the end of this episode, but get this. I'm releasing a bonus episode this week. That's right, an entire extra hour of the podcast that you can listen to by becoming a premium member of Therapy Gecko over at therapygecko.supercast.com. Supercast subscribers get access to bonus episodes. They get a completely ad-free podcast feed of the regular show. They get recordings from my live shows, members-only streams, and they help support my ability to continue doing this podcast. So here's a clip from this week's members-only bonus episode.
When I was 14, my mother sent me to a conversion camp in Tennessee, and this was not only for like gay people, but like my mom sent it to me because she thought I was gay. I am, but not relevant. And so like it was really fucking crazy.
How long were you in this camp for?
I was only for a year and a few months.
That's a lot of time to be in a conversion camp.
Some people stay there for years.
Really? What? And you were 14?
Yes. It got shut down by the government eventually. So it's okay to talk about now. Like, there's no legally binding anything.
Okay.
And there was a girl there that tried to, like, kill all of us.
There was a girl there who tried to kill all of you?
Yeah.
If you want to hear this full conversation, you can sign up to become a premium member at therapygecko.supercast.com or find the link in the episode description. That's therapygecko.supercast.com. All right, I have nothing else to say.